gave you something, but I ain't getting paid for this. I just like Taylor. How y'all doing out here? Yeah? That was the weakest woo I ever heard in my life. Do it again, my damn it. Do it again. How y'all doing out there? Yeah. You know, it's only like 5 of y'all out there, so we gotta fill the room up, folks. Fill the room up. I'm telling you, I corral people all goddamn day. I'm a school teacher. And so I have little kids dance around. Actually, a receipt of the day I had the Mexicans, the little Mexican kids dancing to Barry White. Can't get enough of your love, baby. They was up in the, hey, I'm telling you, 'cause you know, sell your cruise sheet, bridge the gap. So, I felt my other guy up in here, my little Jack Harlow. I felt him when he was like, wow. You know, my little, smooth white boy, you just need to find some more black folk. And stay in the light, honey. That's the problem with white people. Y'all keep going over there to the darkness. Voting the wrong way. Women can't even get abortions now. President done lied to you. You got bias rewards. You know, I was on Instagram and some white folks was debating about the gorillas, you know, and a bunch of people, 100 men versus 1 gorilla. And a white guy, he said, you know, I think we should listen to the black people on this. And, you know, normally I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But he's right. He said, us black folks, not him as us, but like me, we have a better perception when it comes to danger than the other cultures. So if we tell you that 1 gorilla is gonna fuck up 100 Europeans, believe us. Damn it. Like, I'm not about to dance for you. I'm not about to dance for you. Want to. But I really came out here because I wanted to work on my crowd work. And I got folks not even, I can't see you, damn it. You know, I saw that nigga out here in a skirt. How your balls feel, dog? Is that why you wear it? I feel like I saw you like a couple of weeks ago and you also had a skirt on. I was like, damn, it's a breeze out here. And I know that must be like a nice little balance between like comfort and freshness. Y'all gotta put deodorant under your nuts, huh? No? You don't do that? Is this a throuple going on? Are y'all like together? No?
Oh my God.
And that's the only way I really will support an interracial couple, is if it's like a throuple. I like an interracial throuple. Because you need variety. And, you know, everybody ain't able. Just like Jesus.
Amen.
It's true. That's why, you know, ChristianMingle.com exists. Because God can't fix everything. You know, you need an online dating site to even find your love out there too. So, that's your man over there. The one that didn't woohoo for the throuple. What's your name?
I'm Hannah.
What's your boyfriend name?
Rob.
Hey Rob. Yeah. Everybody say hey Rob.
Hey Rob.
Rob, you so stoked. Oh shit, you an Aussie. Okay, yep. That's what's up. You ever raised a kangaroo?
No, but he fought one.
Damn. Have you ever been a midwife to a kangaroo?
Maybe like 5 times.
You delivered a kangaroo baby?
Bitch, you fought a kangaroo.
Oh my god. That is hot. I see why you like it. I see why you like it. Is the sex good?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
So good.
Wow. I wish I felt that way about my car. It just gets me to where I need to go. It doesn't. I don't enjoy the ride. I'm telling you. And it's like, my car, it's the truth. I feel like I had an epiphanic moment one time. I was like, maybe I suck at dating because I'm not a car guy. Like, people, or maybe gentlemen, men that like cars, that are into cars, got true taste. Not like sommelier taste. Like, I know nice shit, right? And I'm responsible because I can ride around with nice shit. But every car I had has never been nice. And maybe it's because I've never been able to afford a nice car. But the last time, like literally 2 weeks ago, I got into a car accident. And it wasn't my fault. A moving truck actually literally backed up into the front of my hood, you know, and I'm already one bad decision away from the transit, as it is, you know. It got me thinking, like, maybe my destiny is not to drive cars. Like, I'm meant to actually be driven around. And that's all right, everybody. Like I said, everything ain't for everybody. I want to tell you about my first car that I ever had. It was a 1992 Nissan Sentra Coupe, white. Air conditioning didn't work. I bought it for $650 from my cousin. I thought it was nice, but the bitch started running hot every 3-4 miles. You feel me? And there was a leak in the power steering fluid, like the plug. So for about a year and a half, I was legitimately steering that whole fucking car with my whole body. Like, and now I got sciatica today because of it, you know? Moved out here to LA, and it was hard for me to get a car because you need credit for everything. I ain't really had that shit, you know? But I got a big ass dick. I do. And I was horny with rage up in that dealership. Like, they're like, you can't get a car. And I'm like, but my dick big. I saw a little big booty ass Armenian swishing up out the office and shit. I say, that one. I start putting on the eyes because they love a black man that's down. They want to lift us up. And so I was like, man, I need a car. He says, just wait. 2 hours turned into 4 hours, turned into 8 hours. We had closing. I got my paperwork there, but I ain't got no car. He said, I got one thing. All you gotta do is just let me dome you up upstairs. This is a true fucking story. I don't have to lie about this. Legitimately, he found the nicest car in that dealership and drove me upstairs, subbed me up for like 20 minutes. Y'all, I walked to that dealership from my cousin's house and drove back up to the parking lot with a 2014 Kia Optima that got stolen by the Kia boys. I'll tell you more about it when they give me more time, but I'm DeAndre Dance. I enjoyed y'all tonight.
Give it up for DeAndre Dance. DeAndre, have a seat. Come on down. One more time for DeAndre, come on. Thank you. DeAndre, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's been long overdue.
Indeed, Taylor, this is a very nice establishment.
Thank you, I put it together myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Every other Monday.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw outside, it's called Glommy's is the name of the bar. Okay.
No, I never even heard of this, but this is a nice space. I plan to bring more people.
Okay, well, thank you. We try.
Yeah, I just gotta scout, see what we're working with beforehand.
Do you partake in 420?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a holiday for everybody else.
That's
I
fair.
smoke every day.
Do you have a story, like, tell me a time when you were, like, too high in public, like, either in class or, like, work?
Oh, God.
Like, did you have a point where you were like, I'm fine if I did hit, and you were like, oh.
Yes. So, I had a philosophy when I first started teaching children.
Go on.
That if you show up to school already high, then nobody will ever accuse you of being such, because they don't know the difference.
Right.
It's all about function. My daddy used to do coke, and he paid all our bills and shit. So I just learned that if you function, you were good. And so one day I was teaching an after-school program, and maybe this is like the third week on the job. I had a supervisor who was like, "Have you ever had a boss that you know you were smarter than, but they are in charge, and because you don't have enough care in the world to actually do what the fuck needs to be done, you just let shit go how it's supposed to because you ain't even getting paid enough for that?"
Correct.
So we're in, I don't know if you've been to elementary school because we have a particular age in here, but there's a thing called the auditorium where all the children congregate after school. It had to be about 350 of them. Really, it was a lot of kids in the auditorium at that time. And I had just smoked a blunt before I got there, a fat one. And I don't know if you've ever like done acid or like have been on a true psychedelic trip where, like, you know how in a video game virtual reality, how they say the character's not walking, the world is just revolving around and you're in one place? Legitimately, that's where I was in. I was in like a Jimmy Neutron-esque type of situation. And I was living in Portland, Oregon at the time.
That checks out.
Everything's very cheap and potent. So I smoked a blunt and I walked in the auditorium and all I just heard was kids running around everywhere. I saw adults trying to get people together. And I just remember like snapping. And I was like, I'm not gonna scream it here now, but I was like, everybody put your heads down. Like literally everybody was like shook because they probably never heard me speak. And the teachers and everybody was like, oh my God, Mr. DeAndre, you really know how to corral a room. But for me, I was just overstimulated. Like, I was like so stressed out. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then one time I smoked, this is like a more lighter situation, but I was teaching class, I smoked on my lunch break, like I always do. And I was teaching class and I was choreographing, and the kids were just being so goddamn creative. And I was partaking in the creative exchange, and they were doing something, I was like, no y'all, fuck this, dead ass, we need to do it like this. And all the kids looked at me and was like, did you just cuss us out? I literally, I got one, this is my last one, and I'll let you go.
No.
I was choreographing a piece for my high school students in Miami, Florida. And I used to hotbox my car, the Nissan Sentra that I just told y'all about. And I had like, you remember when the Jabberwockies was out and everybody was too late, that type of shit? And I had these masks in my car for about a week and I forgot that I was hotboxing in the car. So when it was time to give the students the masks, I took them out of my car and I distributed them around the class, and all the little girls just started crying. It was like, oh my God, the mask smelled like weed, it smelled like weed. Like literally the whole dance studio was like caked up with marijuana smell because of those masks. Very embarrassing. I didn't get fired. I think people know. I'm a fabulous dancer.
They didn't know?
I think people know.
Okay.
Nowadays, I think most people know that I be high.
Did you ever name the car?
No.
Oh.
Somebody recently, my lavender wife actually asked me about that the other day. Do I have a name for my car? No?
Oh, sad. I've given every car I've ever had a name. I had a 92 white Prelude, Betty White, easy.
Betty White?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Old, barely hanging together. One of the lights popped up sometimes. You know?
Nah. If I would name, I don't usually name things. I name like my artistic endeavors, projects.
Okay.
And I like to give animals very human names.
Okay.
I recently met a dog named Yolanda.
Did you take that dog home with you?
No, she's my ex's dog.
Oh, rip.
And the dog before that, the dog that he had, the dog's name was Diane.
What the heck? Did they have children?
No, I just think that, you know, it makes sense, right? A dog named Diane.
Sounds like an old soul, a golden retriever.
Right, I mean, I like real human names. I have a gecko named Maylise.
Do you think if you could smoke with an animal, like which animal could handle it, like the best?
A gorilla.
Oh, cool. Okay. I would have said a fox. I would like to smoke weed with a fox. I don't know.
They'll steal your weed. They'll steal you every time.
At least we'd have a good time, and then I'd be like, oh, I should have seen it coming.
They're too crafty. Certain animals shouldn't be trusted. Zootopia taught us that. Have y'all seen Zootopia?
It's true. It was a documentary.
It was never the snakes. It was those weird ass bobcats.
DeAndre, who's your favorite Batman? Just no reason.
Like actor or like what do you mean? Like live action Batman?
Yeah.
My favorite live action Batman?
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Off of nostalgia or just badass? Who's the guy that played Batman in Batman Begins?
Christian Bale.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite Batman.
Really? He's your favorite?
Yeah, but then the Batman Forever Batman, the corniest movie.
Yes, but with the best soundtrack.
Yeah, but when the Batman Begins, all that, the Christopher Nolan situation was the best iteration. of Batman. This new Batman, the Batman, he's a bitch. I don't like him.
He looks like he vapes.
He look like he vape, exactly. He just too human.
Yeah, that's
I'm the type that if my superhero, I never really get through the movies because I don't like the superhero to win. Once he starts like getting that down,
It's too easy.
I turn it off.
Oh, I see.
I don't want to see it.
Oh.
I'm like, I'll skip. I'll be like, just tell me when he wins. I don't want to see him.
You want to see the character grow?
Yeah, like when Batman was in the sewer, like dragging, looking for Alfred and shit, I was depressed. I didn't like it. And then, yeah, I didn't like it. Then the Riddler, he wasn't even speaking. He didn't have his like gay swag that I'm used to. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Now I'm gonna tell you a Batman that I love. Gotham.
Oh.
When he
the
was
show.
a young man.
Yeah, the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when Jim Gordon was getting off, actually, me and Sean worked on a joke about, I got a Batman.
Okay.
I got a Bruce Wayne. This guy, eat his booty.
Yeah.
You know, I do
He's
it.
a millionaire? Millionaire?
I would never know. I've never seen his face. He literally comes over my house. I've been masked up.
Wow.
And one time I tried to like, you know, Mary Jane him, like how you know Mary Jane did in Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like man, he was like giving it to me, and I was like trying to. He said, and I just stopped because the head was the best. Probably still is the best to this day. And when he leaves my house, I'm like, this boy saves the day all the time, just like Batman. Like this is what Jim Gordon feels like. I'm not gonna ask no damn questions. Just get out here and save the city.
That's funny. That's like Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon's like, you think this bat light operates for free?
Right.
And then he has to blow him to light up the bat light.
It's like, no, and they always come
The
back.
cop's salary isn't going to pay for the bat light.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, this boy, golly. Recently, I hadn't talked to him in a while, Sean, and recently came over to my house, still had a mask on. I thought he would have took it off. But I know he's handsome because his eyes are just beautiful.
Okay. So Val Kilmer, Batman, is what you're saying.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, Val Kilmer is too pretty to be Batman. When he wears the mask, I can't stop looking at his lips for some reason.
You know he's my favorite superhero?
Val Kilmer?
No, Batman.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised. Did you do like opera research or something?
Did I do it? No.
I don't do, let me tell you, any iteration of Batman, I enjoy.
Oh, okay.
Even Terry McGinnis.
Even Bat Zap that was on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Because Batman is us all.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're all rich.
And yeah, in the spirit, yeah.
Okay, alright. Do
I
you
wouldn't
need...
be a Batman, I'd be like a Green Lantern.
I agree. I'm a big Green Lantern guy.
But I respect him. I wouldn't be him.
Do you have any words of wisdom for the people before you leave us? For 2026, maybe something Batman inspired? Anything that speaks to you that people should take with them when they leave here?
As long as you are working out harder than you crash out, I support it all. We only got one life, y'all. Please be a risk taker and don't let nobody stop you from what you gotta do.
Hell yeah!
Give it up for DeAndre Vance, everyone!